Hello and welcome to Issue 10 News. You're watching Bucks News webcast. My name's Kevin York.
And I'm Kristen Calciano.
Here's your Bucks News Issue 10. Okay, we got on the first page, campus security. Is the campus secure? Yes, it is. Security cameras, it says in this article, are currently limited to the bookstore, library, and lower library hall, which are all frequent causeways. And the campus is working towards installing an underground conduit to add cameras in the parking lots in areas such as the financial aid office where money is transferred, said Chris Lloyd, Director of Security and Safety. Well, that's what's going on the front page. What's going on in the news, Kristen?
Well, in the news, Kosovo claims independence. Kosovo had formerly remained a part of Serbia, even though it has been administered since the UN and NATO since 1999, when NATO airstrikes ended Slobodan Milosevic's crackdown on ethnic Albanian separatists. On Sunday, February 17th, an estimated 10,000 Albanian Americans gathered in Times Square, New York to celebrate the declaration of Kosovo's independence from Serbia. It was phenomenal to see that many people out there gathered celebrating their independence. Also, a follow-up story to that, protesters riot Kosovo's freedom. Police fired tear gas at Bosnian Serb rioters to prevent them from storming the building of the U.S. consulate after protests against Kosovo's independence. Okay, Kevin, what else is going on in the news?
Okay, in political news, third page, McCain rules Republican candidacy. McCain is leading in the total number of delegates obtained throughout the primaries. According to a February 25th Gallup poll, 59% view McCain as a uniting figure. And that's by Sean McGovern. And likewise, Obama is the leader in the Democratic race as Hillary Clinton has lost the last 11 primaries. So what's going on in page 4, Kristen?
Okay, on page 4, political news, yes, it is a tough road ahead for Hillary Clinton. Senator Hillary Clinton has gone from the presumptive next president to the underdog with one foot in the grave over the course of a month. With such a daunting task ahead of her, it appears that the end is near for Clinton's quest to become the first female presidential candidate for a major party. And also, on political news, Obama captivates young voters. And that is by Jay Jones, Andrew Brown, and Kyle Crawford. Talks about how Obama is becoming the most popular Democratic candidate. Okay, Kevin, what's going on page 5?
Well, we have a March calendar of events, and I'm told to tell you to contact the Centurion if you would like to add an event of your choosing to the paper. We also have a crossword puzzle and a little Sudoku challenge for you Sudoku nerds out there. So that's what's going on in page 5. Page 6, what's going on?
Okay, in page 6, student life news, the Cellar Pub, a part of Tyler Hall history. Every student on campus has seen Tyler Hall, but what most students don't know is that there's an old pub in the basement. You can go check it out. You just walk in Tyler Hall, down the hallway to the right, and then there's a spiral staircase that will take you right down into the pub. It's like walking back into history, so go check it out. Also in student life news, Bucks honors Black history and women's history. Throughout February and March, Bucks is hosting a series of events honoring both Black History and Women's History Months. To learn more about the programs being offered, contact the Women's Center Coordinator, Natalie Kay, at 215-968-8015 or stop by the center in room 118A. Okay, Kevin, what else is going on in student life?
We have an eating disorders article. It says, in support of National Eating Disorder Awareness Week, Bucks hosted a seminar called Beauty Undressed on February 27th. We also have an article about same-sex couples fighting for their rights. It says there are 212 photos on display in the cafe of the Upper Bucks campus depicting same-sex couples who have high hopes for Pennsylvania's legal recognition of same-sex marriage. That's on page 7. So what's going on page 8?
Okay, in our entertainment section on page 8, we have Spring Fashion Hits the Racks by Alexandra New. It talks about what to expect in the upcoming spring fashion lines, what's in, what's out, what students are wearing. Very interesting article. Check it out. Also, Out of Reach Within Fame's Grasp. On January 30th, 2 Bucks students with their band Out of Reach had the opportunity of a lifetime, opening for 3 major label bands at the Crocodile Rock in Allentown, PA. They opened for Seosin, The Bled, and Armor for Sleep, along with others. It was a great time, and are they within fame's grasp? Only time will tell. To find out more about Out of Reach, visit their website at www.myspace.com/outofreachpa. What else is going on in entertainment?
In entertainment news, Radiohead releases Rainbows. Radiohead, the musical group, has just released a new album, and we have reviewed it on page 9.
Okay, on page 10, our opinions and editorials page, Mark Bennett, our editor, gives you a piece of his mind about the smoking ban that's coming to campus soon. Also, our editor-in-chief, Laura Irwin, has her article, A Modern Hypocrisy, and Laura gives us a few pointers about how to be a time management pro. And our managing editor, Janine Logue, writes an article called Oh Baby, telling us what it's like for her during her pregnancy. Okay, Kevin, what's going on in sports?
Well, in sports, we have 3 articles. One about the college night at Citizens Bank Park for the Phillies. It says, on Wednesday, April 4th, more than 35,000 college students turned the Philadelphia Phillies home field into a war zone. And we also have coverage about the Phillies Media Day, and also a story about a new Major League Soccer team coming to Philadelphia. So, what else is in sports, Kristen?
Okay, also in sports, we have this article by Tom Rowan that is titled Steroids Taint Star Athletes. It talks about the rising influence of steroids among star athletes. Check it out. It's very disturbing. And also, Eagles signed Samuels. The Philadelphia Eagles finally got the better of the New England Patriots. They signed former Patriot cornerback Asante Samuel to a deal worth $57 million over 6 years. And our final article in sports by Steve Lawson, Hoops Coach Talks. The team had one goal going into the 2007-2008 season, to improve on the prior year and make a run at a championship. This goal was not achieved as the Centurions finished a disappointing 5-15. Okay, this has been another webcast of the Centurion. The Centurion is run by our editor-in-chief, Laura Irwin, and our managing editor, Janine Logue, as well as our advisor, Tony Rogers. And our senior staff, news and website, is Mark Bennett, student life editor, Kevin York, right here, our entertainment editor, me, Kristen Calciano, sports editor, Phil Coles, and op-ed editor, Jay Jones.
Okay, if you want to check us out on the web, it's www.bucks/news.com. Check it out. This has been a 10th issue of Bucks News. Thanks a lot for joining us.